Yeah, no new problems from Ross County. Everyone's come through. Borna got a kick at the very end, but he's fine. He'd be fine to train this morning. Improving. He'll do a light session today, and we'll see how he reacts to that. But there's certainly been an improvement in the last 48 hours.
You thinking if it's 50-50, you may take a chance on
him? Well, I think he's better than 50-50 at the moment, so we're hoping in the coming days he continues to improve. He's got a good chance, Alan.
What have you made of the news that Craig Levine is no longer the Hearts manager?
Probably surprised a little bit at the timing on the eve of a semi-final, but I think if you look at Hearts' form, it's probably not as much as a surprise. But I never ever like to see other managers lose the job, so I certainly feel for Craig, but he's still around in the background, so I'm sure he'll have an input somewhere along the line. But yeah, probably surprised a little bit at the timing.
Just an indication of a manager's life these days.
Yeah, it is it can be brutal at times, but we're all aware of that. It is a results business we're in, and a club the size of Hearts, if you're down at the bottom of the table and you've only won 1 in 11, I think you're always going to be under pressure.
How do you think it will affect the game, Stephen?
I don't think it'll affect the game. I think from my point of view, we have to just focus on what's going on here and the job we want to do and our preparation going into the game. It's not really our business what's going on elsewhere. I'm not sure things will change too much. Obviously personnel will all be the same. Austin might try and do something different with the formation or the tactics, or personnel of course he will, but we'll have to wait and see what formation and what personnel they decide to pick on the day. But you've always got that challenge going into any game anyway.
Do you still feel all the pressure is on Rangers because people expect Rangers to go to Hamptons and win?
There's pressure on Rangers every game, every single game. There was pressure on us a couple of nights ago at Ross County. We had to go there and win well. There's pressure on us at Motherwell. There's no room for error or setbacks at the moment. That's just the way it is. So semi-final, big game at Hampden, the chance to get into a final. As Rangers manager, you know the pressure's always going to be there. I don't think that gets added to because of what's happening at Hearts or because you're playing Hearts. It's a semi-final. The pressure's always on a Rangers manager to win.
How much are you driven by the disappointment of losing last year's semi-final?
It was a setback. It was a blow for us. But I never ever really look backwards. I always look forward. I also see it as an opportunity for us to get to a major final, to get closer to trying to win some silverware. I'm very much someone who'll look at what's in front of me rather than what's behind. That was a big setback on the day. But it's gone. There's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we can do and control and focus on is what we can change, and that's the game on Sunday.
Squad's not half come on since then. I know there's a number of different players in terms of mentality, belief, and where you're heading. It's night and day, isn't it, since then?
I think it's certainly night and day in one department because we've got 2 centre forwards fit and firing in excellent form. So we'll certainly go into this semi-final with more firepower, that's for sure. But yeah, the squad is improving. We do feel as if we're in a better place than 12 months ago. But we've got to go and do our talking on the pitch. And will we set a tough challenge at the weekend? You know, Hearts are good players. They'll come and compete and they'll fight and they'll try and play to their strengths, and we need to make sure that we're up for that. We compete and show our quality at the right times. But we're going into this game in a different place in terms of where the squad's at and from a belief and a confidence point of view.
Was Tynecastle a reminder that everyone has to be on their game?
Yeah, I think Tynecastle was a reminder that you can't start games of football thinking that you can just turn up. I think you've got to go and earn the right. Tynecastle's a tough place to go. Hearts are a team that are physical, they're strong. They let you feel them, so the least you can do is match that, certainly in the opening stages. At some stage, of course, the game will calm down and we will be able to show our quality, but we have to go into this game in a completely different place from a mental point of view.
It's been 8 years since Rangers won a major trophy. Do you sense that expectancy personally?
No, not really.
Not really. You don't feel it? No. Okay. During the week, Ryan Jack, again, complimented the management team after another excellent performance. You kind of complimented him a lot this season. He said that conversations with yourself and Gary McAllister's bringing out the best. When you started those conversations, did you work on them slowly, or how are you bringing the best out of them?
I think Ryan's bringing the best out of himself. I think he deserves the majority of the credit. He's the one that puts the hard work in. He's the one who's listening to all the information that is coming his way. And I think it's the staff as a whole that has helped guide Ryan. Our job is to support and guide these players and take all the excuses away from them, but they've got to buy into it as well. They've got to come to the party by listening to all the information, taking it in, carrying it out. But Ryan's certainly someone who comes in here on a daily basis, and he does everything he can to be the best trainer. He does all the stuff off the pitch. He's professional. He's a leader. You know, he's got a voice on the pitch, and he's certainly enjoying his football. And normally, when that's the case, if you're smiling and enjoying it, your best form comes out.
That's quite an overall package, and I should point one of your players in today's market. What do you think the Rydjacks were?
I'm not interested. You're not going anywhere.
We spoke to your captain James Tavernier yesterday, and he says that you had given him some advice off the park. How important is it, not just the on the field stuff, but off the field to mentally have your players fit and ready?
Yeah, I think you've got to go onto the pitch in a good place from a physical and a mental point of view. It's very important. It's not realistic to think that all the players across the board are always going to be in top form and always going to be in a fantastic place. So it's my job to be there for them. Obviously to push them from a football point of view, to make sure that they're getting the best out of themselves from a football point of view, but also if I see that they're not themselves, to be there for them as well off the pitch and be a support for them. We're all in this together, and I think it's important that I show the players that at times. I can't expect them to be 10 out of 10 every single week across the board over 60 games. It's just not realistic.